So I have a question for you. What food do you turn to when you go under stress? Go ahead and comment down below. Is it candy, chocolate? What about bread? Maybe pasta? How about cake or cookies? Cookies and milk. What about ice cream? Or do you drink alcohol? Or do you just take a pill? Here's the problem. When you consume carbs, it affects your blood sugars. Your blood sugars will then end up at a lower state about 30 to 40 minutes after that carb, which will then increase more cortisol and cause more stress. Why was that? Because the hormone-like substance, dopamine, it's actually a neurotransmitter, is increased with the anticipation of a reward like chocolate, ice cream, etc., not when you're consuming it. Now, dopamine is a pleasure hormone. And so when people are under stress or pain, they many times go for a carbohydrate or they might go for alcohol, when in fact they might get a temporary spike in dopamine right before, but not when they're consuming it. The truth is, as soon as you start doing it, the more stressed you're going to be. Now, of course, if you're going to take a medication or drink alcohol, you're going to actually block the stress for a period of time. But as soon as it wears off, it comes back. So I want to give you very powerful things you can do as a substitute for the carbs. So there was an interesting study on mice, not humans, but it does relate, that showed that consuming carbohydrates did not lower cortisol, but it did increase dopamine just a little bit. Now let me explain dopamine. This is a neurotransmitter that gives you some pleasure. So it can counter the sensation of high cortisol, but it's not really lowering cortisol. It's just making you feel like it's lowered. But the thing about dopamine is that it increases with the anticipation of a reward, not actually when you start eating these rewards, it's right before. So that is interesting. But here's the problem. When we consume the carbs, we basically create a blood sugar problem, which eventually increases cortisol. So it's really a trap. It keeps people in this stress, pretending like you don't have stress mode, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So I want to give you some very powerful things to do as a substitute for going for these things when you're stressed. Number one, vitamin B1. If you have not tried this, I highly recommend it. You can either take some B1 or, better yet, get some nutritional yeast. You'll be actually quite surprised how quickly you're going to feel calm and relaxed when you consume nutritional yeast. Make sure it doesn't have synthetic vitamins, so you want it unfortified with synthetics. So B1 is quite amazing. Within minutes, you're going to feel like a sense of relief. Okay. Next one is magnesium. You can do calcium magnesium. You can do magnesium citrate. There's many other different types of magnesium you can do, but magnesium is really good to help you relax and wind down and reduce stress. Lemon balm tea is another favorite one. This will make you feel very calm, and it's really good to take before you go to sleep at night. L-theanine is an amino acid that will also help the mental stress part. You'll feel really calm, very powerful. And number 5, adaptogens. There's many. The one that I like is ashwagandha, but there's other ones as well. So an adaptogen will increase your tolerance of stress. So here you have it, 5 things you can do in substitution for these right here. Thanks for watching. Before you go, if you have a question about a product, or you're new to keto and you want to know how to begin keto, or you're on keto and you need a debug because it's not going as smooth, I have a keto consultant standing by to help you. This is just for the people in the US. Hopefully in the future we'll be able to answer everyone's call, but I put the number down below so you can call and get some help.